Hey everybody, Gina Virginia Casella here, and welcome to Dreaming with Gemstone Gina. We've got so many new dragons joining us. I'm so thrilled. Every day, every time I send out a post on my BMAC, there's more and more followers. And so it's just such a thrill. Today is one of my favorite days, the last Friday of every month. This is where I hop on live and I provide you with mini gemstone readings. So in the comments, you can see my Buy Me a Coffee link. And if you make a financial contribution to my Buy Me a Coffee, then right here, right now, you can get a live mini gemstone reading from yours truly. Alex Lipton, he says to say hi to you. He wasn't able to make it today. I've got my Dragon Dreams Oracle here, and I've got the Gnome King's Gemstones, if you dare to see what they have to say about you. And I also made special flora water, and a special hello to women in Indonesia, ages 20 to 30, because women in Indonesia, I get a lot of views from you. I haven't posted anything yet about this one. I just made it this morning, pouring it in the bottle, and I thought about you. I've been making so much flora lately because my shamanic work is increasing. I just feel like I'm always spritzing flora water. Let me know if you can relate in the comments. And so it brings me great joy to provide you with a mini gemstone reading. But before I get into the mini gemstone readings, I want to give Dragon Dreamers a chance out there to make a contribution on my Buy Me a Coffee. So there it is there. Buy me a coffee, send me money, and you get a mini live gemstone reading right here on the spot from yours truly. Now, while I give you an opportunity to do that, I've got some slides here to show you very quickly. So if you're not familiar with me, you can book privates with me, right? I specialize in mind reprogramming, energy medicine. But I wanted to draw your attention to Dragon's Moon. It's the latest affordable collective membership. So if you are digging the gemstone readings, if you like the Dragon Dreams Oracle, you work with the moon cycle, the new moon, the full moon, this would be ideal for you. There's another membership I want to bring your attention to because this group is getting special attention. This group here, Project 30, Isis Unity Consciousness. When you compare this membership with this membership, this one here is quite the deal. And this membership here, the price consistently goes up. There's huge promotion right now for Project 30, and the price is increasing. It's going to be increasing the 1st of next month, so you have a few more days. And if you belong to this membership, when I do Dreaming with Gemstone Gina, which is today, the last Friday of the month, this group here receives a mini collective gemstone reading for this paid membership, Project 30 Isis Unity Consciousness. So I'm going to get busy with that. I just got a few more slides to show you. And when I'm finished honoring the paid membership, Project 30 Isis Unity Consciousness, then I'm going to have a look at my Buy Me a Coffee. So if you're listening right now and you would like a mini gemstone reading, make sure you donate right here, right now into my Buy Me a Coffee. So let me show you a couple more slides, maybe a few more. Those of you who are just tuning in now, Alex wasn't able to make it today, so he said to say hi to you. If you're not familiar with me, I am a master energy medicine practitioner. I specialize in energy work, mind reprogramming, my little shamanic niche, my gemstone readings, and also oracle. So I have a very special relationship with the stone people and the plant people. I don't sell modalities. You can check out my website, but I do like to highlight that I was trained by the Four Winds, and I also was trained by Marissa Peer. So, you know, from a business perspective, I'm a spiritual biz entrepreneur. So I'm not just running a regular business. My spiritual business is directly in right relationship with me and what I do. And how am I distinguished from other practitioners? Well, my gemstone reading, first and foremost, is a creation of my own making. It's a one of a kind. And of course, the Dragon Dreams Oracle in addition to having the formal training from the Four Winds, I also next month am starting the Master's Circle, which is the highest level of training the Four Winds offers. So I'm really excited about that. It's only going to increase my knowledge of everything that I do, including the dream world. And there's my special little certificate, trained by Marissa Peer. You can take RTT like I did, but I don't think Marissa Peer is training personally anymore like she was with me. And so I feel really honored about that. Again, I don't sell modalities, but I do know a lot of folks out there ask me from time to time again, they'll ask me, Gina, you have so much information. Where do you get your information from? Well, honestly, most of it is through dreams half remembered and half misunderstood. And then my own intuitive practice, like my gemstone reading, that if you were interested in acquiring training so that you can learn some of the things that I know, Four Winds and Marissa Peer's Rapid Transformational Therapy, Hypnotherapy. I've got, I think, 2 more slides to show you here quickly. Make sure if you want a mini gemstone reading, you make a donation on my Buy Me a Coffee. So this symbol here, this is the symbol to look out for. It's on Buy Me a Coffee. I recently started a meetup group, my YouTube channel. Everything has this same picture. All my content is merging together. And days like today are important because it brings our soul tribe community a little bit closer together. And it also, all of the money that I'm fundraising goes towards everything that I do. So my book series, the Oracle, Story Species, Story Medicine. I just hosted a conference, so it'd be great to get the ball rolling with financial contributions for that. And of course, if you're interested in joining the Dragon Dreams Executive, we meet Fridays, 11 a.m. Eastern. So reach out to me. We've got our monthly dream ecosystem. So there's a little calendar. This is just a little flash for those who are not familiar with me. Here's another flash of some dates for you. If you visit my website, ginavirginiacasella.com, and or visit the Buy Me a Coffee, you can find all of this information there. And the conferences, if you're not familiar, the content ranges, including if you're a client of mine. You don't have to feel weird or anything like that. The weirder, the better. I dare you to try and sound weird. So contents range from controlled remote viewing, different kinds of super soldier experiences and programs, ET agenda, firsthand encounters, angels, ghosts, you tell me. So all of these conversations, star nations, and really interested in sustainable, reliable energy resources. And you might think, well, what does that have to do with this content? Well, it's interesting because a lot of the ways that we can eat food have to do it with minerals and stuff like that, like, and just our own extrasensory abilities that we can tap into. So anyways, this was just a little brief introduction. And on the last Friday of every month, I do Dreaming with Gemstone Gina monthly marathon, which is what I'm doing right now. So, of course, on my website, make sure you check it out. You can get your own copy of the Dragon Dreams Oracle. And now I'm ready to get busy with my gemstone readings. How about you? It would be really awesome to get the super chat going. So hit the subscribe button right here, right now, if you haven't already, because it helps me behind the scenes with the YouTube algorithms. And my understanding is once I have 1,000 subscribers, then we get to use the super chat. So in the meantime, please hit that subscribe button and make sure you follow me. It's absolutely for free to follow me. Hit the notification. That way, anytime I go live, you never miss a thing. And of course, it's free to follow me on Buy Me a Coffee. And then you just get in the loop of what's going on. So in honor of the paid membership, Project 30, Isis Unity Consciousness, I'm going to do that reading first. Now, one disadvantage is I got to turn off my background so you can see me. So you can see the gemstones. You don't have to see them, but I feel like most people, they like to see them. Okay, and I'm trying to turn off my background. Okay, there. The bed's clean. I got my little blanket up. Rosie, sometimes she's there, just sleeping behind the blue part. So what I'm going to do is I like to keep a box under my laptop. That way it hosts, um, brings me up a little bit. So those of you who are new to Project 30 Isis Unity Consciousness, this is a special mini gemstone reading for this collective specifically. So I'm going to lower my screen here. And if you would like a mini gemstone reading, then you just make a donation on Buy Me a Coffee. And hi, Chrissy, I see you there in the comments. If you want a mini gemstone reading, send me some MONEY on my BMAC. All right. This one here is in honor of the paid membership, Project 30 Isis Unity Consciousness. And if you belong to that membership, let us know that you're tuning in live in the comments. I know a lot of folks catch the replay. And I know you can't see my face. I don't know if I said that. Okay, well, right away I feel excited. There's like a coming together type feeling, a dancing celebration type feeling. There's a sensation of pulsing, um, like a like you're running or something like that. My eyes are closed right now. Okay, they're open. Wow, this is very interesting. I could feel something in the center. I was surprised it was Manus. And I feel compelled to put this, I don't know where. Maybe right here, right there. Okay, just doing a little check-in, make sure you can see the gemstones. All right. So the very first thing that I'm noticing, and I'll just get my fancy pen here, is Manus is in the center. And this is situated, if this was a tree, this would be like the top of the tree. The tree's kind of bent. So it's kind of like the roots, if you will, on whatever it is you're manifesting was going down, but that was not in right relationship. And so it's curving up. And there's a lot of resistance to do this curving up. It would have been nice to just naturally go with the flow, but folks who belong to Isis Unity Project 30, I see you. It's like strenuous to turn things around, but Manus is reassuring you that you are in charge of your story. And so even though at the literal level of snake, it feels like there's a lot of resistance. You're not just like, if you're walking straight, it feels like you're walking up a hill. And when you're walking up a hill, it's like you're walking up a really steep slope. And it's like sandy and hard and dense. And it's too easy to give up. But Manus is, I'll show you, Manus is very encouraging right now. Manus is helping you carry the weight of your own story. So you're the author, the pen is in your hand, and you're having a hard time writing your story right now. You don't know what to do. You're excited, you're pulsating, the heart's beating, but what's happening to all this energy that you're using? You're spending all your energy just trying to make change. And Manus is saying, keep doing that. So whatever you're doing, Project 30 folks, this is going up to you. Keep doing it. The universe is recognizing that it's hard, but Manus is right there, and knowing that it's spring and knowing that Manus is at the top of the tree, there's like, focus on the tree tops, because the tree tops are going to get the sun and the buds are going to start happening, right? It's going to attract birds. Meanwhile, this part of the tree, um, there's not much going on there right now. The focus is up here, the tree tops, new growth. And in the springtime, when it comes to tree tops, a lot of tree tops are ready to break and snap off if they haven't already. So during the winter time, naturally, especially here in Canada when it's super cold, birds will land on a tree and the tree will, like the branch will snap because it can't hold the weight of the bird. And the bird doesn't give a fuck because the bird just flies. It's totally prepared for that exact scenario. And there's a beautiful quote out there. I don't remember it exactly, but it's something like, birds never fear where they're going to land because their trust is always in their wings. And so Manus is telling you, trust in your wings. Don't worry about making mistakes when you're writing your story, because when you're writing your story and using this analogy metaphor of the bird landing on a branch and it breaks, you're going to fly. So focus on the top of the trees. Don't worry about how tall the tree is. Oh no, maybe, that tree's too tall for me. There could be danger. No, go to those treetops. Look for the highest treetops, the highest, finest nectar waiting there just for you. Now, this is a mini gemstone reading, but let me just see quickly if anything else stands out. Typically, whatever's in the middle trumps everything. But the heart is in alignment. Physically, you're tired. So this is in alignment with statements I made earlier about feeling like you're going up a hill. Keep doing what you're doing. Find time to rest. You're going to crash. Let yourself crash. I mean, crash in a way where you're going to physically not have energy. So you take the time you need to sleep. Okay, take the time you need to allow your thoughts to calibrate. At the level of snake, um, snake is out of alignment right now. This is a mini gemstone reading in honor of the paid membership, Isis Unity Consciousness. Send me some MONEY in my Buy Me a Coffee if you'd like me to do a mini gemstone reading for you. I'm willing to stay alive as long as the money's coming in. Although the snake skin is out of alignment, here's what's interesting. The snake skin has been shed, but it's as if the earth has been stirred up. On a literal level, there's water and whatnot mixing. And so the physical, literal snake skin is kind of swirling around here. And the snake skin is following you. So again, emphasis on whatever you're doing, keep doing, because it's this makes me think about the blue beings, because you're being very fierce right now, and when you're being fierce, what you shed is your fear. You give the fear to the blue beings, and they transform it into fearlessness, right? Jaguar is out of alignment. It's not a good time to be transforming, transcending. It's just keep doing what you're doing. Hummingbird is totally in alignment. So, like, you're on the right path, and statements I made earlier about striving for the finest nectar are validated. Eagle Condor, your perspective is the complete opposite perspective right now. So this is a bit humorous. This mini gemstone reading is going out to folks who are in the paid membership for Project 30 Isis Unity Consciousness. And this is telling me that you're listening to me going, no, I don't feel like I'm running up a hill. Life is very flowy right now. If anything, I'm going downhill. And the gemstones are telling me that, yeah, your perspective is off. And that's why physically you're going to crash, and that's fine. And your perspective is off because you feel like your efforts aren't, going anywhere, but they are. So keep it up. Manus is recognizing that your perspective is off. And that's all that's standing out for me. So let me pull a card in honor of the paid membership, Project 30, Isis Unity Consciousness. I used to provide um, uh, a general collective, and I don't anymore. It's only for people who donate money or who are part of that collective. Okay, this one here, the earth, the air, the fire, the water. And what is it? Dragon Dreams Oracle number 56. 10,000 hours of what? Students spend well over 10,000 hours from K to 12. What have they really mastered? And there's a left side and a right side. The left side is all about like logical side of the brain, and the right side is all about the part of your brain that doesn't understand logic, your subconscious mind, the part of you that is creative, the part of you that dreams, the part of you that doesn't understand time, beginning, middles, or ends. And 10,000 hours of what? So this to me is in alignment with the gemstone reading, because I just finished talking about how folks feel like they're walking uphill and like they're not going anywhere. And on a literal level, yeah, it feels like you're not doing anything. You're just tiring yourself out, right? But on the non-literal level, on the mythological level, on the level of humming, the level of dreams, the level of art, the level of colors, of non-binary, of open questions, that there's a lot that's going on. So this would be a good time for you to journal, actually, what's going on in your life and recognizing the manifestations that are happening. So that was a great reading. If you would like a mini gemstone reading, send me some money in my Buy Me a Coffee, buymeacoffee.com/Gina Virginia. I'm just noticing I dropped some cards on the floor here. Actually, some of them went into my bag. Rosie and I are moving in a few months, so I've got stuff everywhere. So if you would like a mini gemstone reading, you just send me money on my Buy Me a Coffee, and then I'm more than happy to provide you with a mini gemstone reading. And if nobody's making donations, well, then I just sign off. So let me know if you would like one, and I'll just hang out here for a few more moments. And let me turn my background back in. There we go. So if you're just tuning in, my name is Gina Virginia Casella, and I come here on YouTube and Rumble. Come on here live. And if anybody would like a mini gemstone reading by yours truly, You send me money in my Buy Me a Coffee, and then right here, right now on the spot, I do a mini gemstone reading for you. And let me just check my phone in case somebody's donated. Sometimes it takes a few minutes, and I'm willing to stay on here as long as money's coming in. If anybody would like a mini gemstone reading, send me money on my Buy Me a Coffee. And if you haven't already hit the subscribe button, please do so. Now, when I do gemstone readings, whatever card I pull, I put it back in the mix because it could get pulled again and it could have the same meaning or a completely different meaning. And I always find it very interesting. So let me know in the comments if you can relate, if you pull oracle cards, if you've ever written your own oracle. And again, I'll show you the picture here. You can get your own Dragon Dreams oracle. I've also got books for sale, all based on my dreams, half remembered, half misunderstood. And what I really love about the Dragon Dreams oracle is each card is unique. Each card comes straight out of my dream journal. And there's this little booklet here that comes with it. And for what it's worth, use it, don't use it. It's whatever the pictures, whatever the images communicate to you, whatever feelings you get. And if you want to look at the booklet, well, then you can, but you don't have to. If you really want to take the deep dive, buy my books. Honestly, the Dragon Dreams Oracle was born from my dreams, half remembered, half misunderstood. And when I went to start creating the Oracle, long story short, I ended up creating 8 books, and I still have lots more to publish. So those of you who are just tuning in, my name is Gina Virginia Casella. I do all kinds of things, energy medicine. I do gemstone readings, creation of my own making. I complement the gemstone reading, pulling a card from the Dragon Dreams Oracle created by yours truly. You can absolutely get your own copy. So something really exciting to share was today on my Buy Me a Coffee, I sent out a special post because this picture is going to be featured on the Four Winds directory. So I'm really, honestly, I'm still processing it. I'm absolutely thrilled. But me, Gina Virginia Casella, energy medicine practitioner, mind reprogrammer, gemstone readings, oracle, and I do this at the master level, recognized by the Four Winds. And every shaman that belongs to the Four Winds specializes in something. Eventually, I'd like to learn how to make ayahuasca and get more into plant medicine. But at this time, it's the gemstones, the oracle, making of the flora, connecting with nature, breath. So I was just showing this earlier here. This is the new flora that I made. It's got my original dream scarf, and then I had a broken earring that I put together. So if you would like a mini gemstone reading, you can make a donation on Buy Me a Coffee. It's a real steal of a deal. And it does, sometimes it takes a few seconds, sometimes it takes a few minutes to process. So if you put money in my Buy Me a Coffee, tell me in the comments, because right now at this time, I don't have any donations. And if you're tuning in and you're a paid member for Project 30, Isis Unity Consciousness, then I already provided the mini gemstone reading. So you can catch the replay, and I'd love to know how you can. I wonder what the Gnome King's gemstones will have to say about you. This one here represents Jaguar. This one represents the dog monkey folk. This one here represents hummingbird. If you would like me to swirl these around, create that wheel, see what medicine comes through, what story medicine, I would absolutely delight. These two go together. These are Polaris's horns. And this one is Manus. Manus came up for the Isis Unity Consciousness membership, and he's really come up lately. So I was pleasantly surprised to see him, and it was a really beautiful message. This one here is the physical plane, also represents the dragon. The dragon is all of us, one, much to be said. Well, I'll just give it a few more minutes. If you have been wanting a mini gemstone reading, now's the time to get that. And I just don't want to log off and then somebody's like, "Oh, Gina, I just sent you money." If that happens, well, then you know what? Next time I'm live, I'll do you first. But for what it's worth, if you are interested in having a mini gemstone reading, get onto my Buy Me a Coffee and you just donate whatever you want to donate. It's a real steal of a deal. And it's an opportunity for you to get a taste of what this is all about. And it's an opportunity to create hype, for us to spend time together. And every time I use the gemstones, I can feel their excitement. I really can. And each gemstone has something special to say. I'm just going to wait 2 more minutes. If anybody out there has purchased the Dragon Dreams Oracle, let me know about the tin if you're putting the cards in there. I like to put the cards in there personally. The tin came with like a piece of plastic, so you could have two sides. I was using it for a little bit, and then I ended up recycling it. I just like it empty, and the cards don't have to be perfect, like half on this side, half on that side. You can put it in messy and sideways. So if you would like a mini gemstone reading, you need to make a donation on my Buy Me a Coffee. And where does the money go? Well, the money supports the overhead. It supports the administration, StreamYard. I have to pay money for StreamYard. I upgraded it. I have to pay money for Zoom, got to pay money for the meetup group, got to pay money for Canva. So all of these things support the Dragon Dreams Soul Tribe Collective. And it's all my personal time. If you're interested in joining the Dragon Dreams Soul Tribe Collective Committee, the executive committee, then reach out to me, because right now it's just me and I would love to have some collaboration. I would also like to transform all my content. It's merging together. I'd like to transform that into a mini movie series, and it's all predicted in my books. So Dreaming with Gemstone Gina, the last Friday of the month. And I find every time I do a gemstone reading, as people tune in more and more, they get to know the gemstones. And so if you make a donation on my Buy Me a Coffee and you're like, Gina, I specifically want to know about Polaris and any messages from him, then I can do that for you. And if you don't know who Polaris is and you're just like, Gina, those purple gemstones you have, I want to know about what those are communicating to me, then I can do that for you. You can ask me, just tell me about the power animals. Like, it's a mini gemstone reading. So whatever is standing out, that's what I report out. Now, if you book a private session with me, privates are 45 minutes each. You get 2 45-minute sessions with me each month. So we could easily spend one 45-minute session doing a gemstone reading. And I would insist on doing a little bit of chakra clearing. It really doesn't take long to balance your chakras. And then the second session, we do more energy medicine or we take it from there. Like if you need to do mind reprogramming. And that's the real beauty about booking with me. You don't have to worry about booking this service or that service. You just book. So if you're like, oh, soul retrieval, I need help with that. Well, I'm telling you straight up, if you want to book with me and do soul retrieval, if you've already been seeing somebody like myself and you're at that point now, then it might only take you 1 or 2, maybe 3 sessions. But if you've never seen somebody like me before and you want to do something like soul retrieval, we're talking a good, 3 months to 24 months to do that. Everybody is a case by case scenario. And when you're doing energy medicine, even if you're feeling really good about your session, we can only really handle a little bit at a time. And it's the same with mind reprogramming. So it's like a martial arts. There needs to be that consistency, and it needs to just be little doses, if you will, reinforcing. And this is how the reprogramming works. Once you get me talking about it, it's hard for me to stop. So I don't see anybody making any donations. I will check for a final time in my Buy Me a Coffee. So this is last chance, last call. Anybody would like a mini gemstone reading, it is by donation. And if all of a sudden like 20 people make donations, well, I'm willing to stay on here live until all those people who have donated, contributed financially to the Dragon Room Soul Tribe Collective have had a turn. And Buy Me a Coffee always takes a percentage. So keep that in mind when you're donating, that they take some of that money, right? And this is Canadian dollars as well. So all right, so I'm going to call it for a day. Thank you so much, Dragon Dreamers, for hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoyed dreaming with Gemstone Gina. It's one of my favorite things to do. This is a creation of my own making, all through dreams, half remembered, half misunderstood. And if you're catching the replay, every last Friday of the month, I do this. And so just put some money in my Buy Me a Coffee. Let's get the super chat going. So if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button on my YouTube, hit that subscribe button and turn the notification settings on. That way you never miss a thing. And I wanted to remind you, it's free to follow me on Buy Me a Coffee. And then you get in on stuff like this, right? So thank you so much for tuning in with me today. I look forward to seeing you next time. And let me know which gemstone's your favorite gemstone. I want to know. Let me know in the comments.